Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. I've kind of started a series of videos that I think I called Cut Less, Rotate More. And to draw this in the old days, before I started thinking about this would have been a lot of cutting. And for the people that are out there, this is kind of what you need to take a screenshot for. I'm going to add the blue box later. I'm going to draw a rectangle. And I'm going to hit P, put it in the center of the page, and I'm going to rotate it 45 degrees. Then I'm going to take another rectangle and make it longer, and I'm going to put it in this corner, and it's there. So now what I'm going to do is take my Smart Fill tool, and I'm not going to use white. I'll use white later. And I'm going to make black. I'm going to nudge it over. I'm going to left click, right click. Now I can get rid of my rectangle. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to go to Effects and Contour. And I'm going to contour 0.1. That's too many times. Let's go 2 times. That's kind of what I wanted. Now I'm going to go ahead and break the contour apart, because if you don't, I have trouble cutting it. Control G to group it. And then I'm going to nudge it right back. Control D to duplicate it and rotate it 90 degrees, but it doesn't really work because that's the way. And we actually need to flip it the other way and put it up with my 4-started arrow. And I'm going to bring an indexing line to show you that that is on the top of the center of the page. And I can do more contours or less. But then I'm going to take my rectangle and I'm going to contour, I think 0.2 4 times. You know what? Let's go 5. See, every time you draw this, it could be your own. Now, I am going to go ahead and take object and break the 4 objects apart, but then I'm going to group it, Control G. And I'm 8 inches tall, so I'm going to make my nudge 5. And I'm only have to cut just a little bit. I mean, very little. So I'm going to take my virtual segment link key, holding down the Alt key, so I'll keep a straight line. And then this line is going to continue over. And really, I'm going to go ahead and cut the white line. And I should have maybe contoured more. Okay? But then I want these lines to stop right here and go underneath there. So that really, I don't really have to do anything. So we've got this already grouped together. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my blue box, make it a little bit bigger, hit P, put it in the center of the page. And I'm going to get my Smart Fill tool, and keeping in mind that I have the thing grouped together so I can get rid of it. Now, if I have black there, I want black here. So this one is actually going underneath there. So I'm just going to continue that line with the Smart Fill tool and go right there and right there. I should have really made more contours, but that's fine. You get the idea. Then I'm going to take white. Well, white's going to hit it. Well, black hit it. You know what? Let me back that up. Let me put white there. Well, while I got the black, I'm going to put black there. Well, I still had white. I could go over here and change it to black. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill these in with white. Go ahead and fill this in with white. So now I need to just copy this down here. Go back to black. Yeah, I didn't do a very good job of getting them as thick as the other line. But that's all all you need, you know what, it'd really be neat to have another one right in the middle, but now I'm just going to take this and nudge it out of the way. And I'm going to Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it, Alternate C to have it rotate from the center, and I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. And look how it just falls into place. Yeah, I need a more, let's just do that. The video wasn't too long. That's still pretty cool. Let's go ahead and break it apart. Let's ungroup all. I normally don't do that. And then let's take this center object, and I'm going to have to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to delete this one because I need to make an exact copy. So I'm going to take this center item. You know what? Let's take away all the other ones. Well, I'm just realized I've got my cut lines already there. You know, sometimes it's just better to start over. Let's go ahead and just start over and contour that line 5 times like that. Go ahead and go to object and break the contour apart. Then let's make our rectangle and just set it. Well, I'm doing that out of order. Let me get these lines. There we go. Perfect. They were still a group. So I'm going to grab that and put it right there. All I'm trying to do is get that angle. So I'm going to fill that in, nudge it over twice, left click, right click, and let's go just 0.15 times. Yeah, much better. Now I'm going to break the contour. If you contour every time, break it apart, or you'll regret it. Now I'm going to get rid of my rectangle. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it, and rotate that 90 degrees, even though it doesn't fit, and then mirror it up and down, because I actually want it to look like that. So I'm just going to take my 4-sided cross and have it snap to right there. Now I can bring my contour lines back. That is going to look a lot better. Now, it's going to be a little bit more tedious cutting these lines, but if you will hold down the Alt key when you're cutting, it helps you, and you'll find out how good your hand is on the mouse, your hand-eye coordination. And then we'll do this one and this one. Yeah, this will look a lot better. See, I got a little overzealous there and hit a line. Just have to back up. Perfect. See, I don't even have to cut these lines because we're going underneath there. So now I'm going to take my black okay, here's a good lesson. I'm missing a point up there. It is probably because when I smart filled it, something was in the way. So let's just correct that real quick. Go up to object. You know, a lot of people have commented through the years that when I make a mistake, I don't start over because everybody makes a mistake. And I just found another one. Holding down the Alt key. Sorry, this is so long. You know what? We'll go ahead and do this too. I thought I already had. We'll leave that center blank. Now that's all the lines I have to cut. So I'm going to take my Smart Fill tool, and I got black on the outside starting, so I'm going to use black, 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 black. And I did have black on the first one, so black, black. Got to skip them. You know what? Let's cut those lines. Holding down the Alt key. And just make the whole thing black. Now, while we're here and still have the black, I want to make sure I can see this. And I'm going to fill in that, that and that in black. And then I'm going to come back with the white. I don't have to go there. I just grab white. And you don't have to use white, but if you're going to print it on something, see here, we'll be able to kill two birds with one stone, I think. White, 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 white. So I got, well, that one looped over, and then white, white. Hopefully, I was smart enough to group that together, and I didn't. But what you can do is hold down the Alt key with the pick tool, and it will grab it. Well, it also grabbed my blue. The Alt key is going to help you do anything that's touches. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to right-click, no outline. I'm going to go ahead and make sure this is grouped. Control G, Control D, alternate C, and rotate it 90 degrees. Oh, man, so much better. And see, it looks like if I had to cut all these lines out, you wouldn't be watching. That's a really cool one. I think I actually like it better than the first one because I have more lines in the center. And see, you've got over, under, and if we take it down an indexing line, you won't be able to see that indexing line. Anyway, sorry for the long video and hope that helped. Thank you for watching.